It's where a civil society group and 3 voters have sued the registrar of political parties over their inclusion as members of political parties without their consent. Katiba Institute, Ruth Khanali, Crispin Busire and Kevin Masharia in the petition want the registrar of political parties and the registrar to carry out an audit of all parties and expunge the names of those listed as members without their knowledge. The 3 voters say they have been listed as members of Jubilee Party, United Democratic Alliance and Farmers Party. In a suit filed through lawyer Lempa Suyanka, they also want the registrar to enforce the Data Protection Act and punish parties which have been listing unsuspecting members without their consent. ODM's gubernatorial candidates in Mombasa and Kakamega counties have filed petitions to force IBC to conduct elections on 23rd August, that's next Tuesday, as it had been planned earlier. Now, for a second time, IBC Chairperson Wafula Chebukati postponed elections indefinitely in the 2 counties. The leaders claimed that this is punishment for supporting Azimio la Umoja. Abdul Samad Sharif Nasir led other politicians and supporters in filing of the petition at Mombasa Law Courts, while Fernandez Baraza also made a similar move in Kakamega Law Court. They accused Chebukati of being hell-bent to impose projects in the 2 counties. Tobias Chanji has more.
A huge crowd turned up at Mombasa Law Courts, demanding that postpone the Mombasa gubernatorial elections to be held as scheduled 23rd August. For a second time, IEBC Chairperson Wafula Chebukati postponed the elections until further notice through a Gazette notice.
That misprint was purposely done. That is something that does not even appear anywhere in law. There is no such excuse. Then worst part of it all, without even consulting, without even doing anything at all, just because our opponents decided to say that they are going to write for the employees of IBC to be changed, and then they decide to be able to postpone elections, there's no basis.
ODM's gubernatorial candidate Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir led other politicians in blasting Chebukati, even as he filed for a petition to compel IEBC to undertake the elections on Tuesday and not any other day.
We have already filed our petition. We expect it to be orders to be given ex parte. What that means is that hopefully by today afternoon, it's because there's really nothing else to this.
Sisi watu wa Mombasa tumedumisha amani katika uchaguzi ambao umeisha. Na Chebukati, usijaribu imani yetu.
Wenzetu ambao wanatuogopa ndio leo waona wamekaa majumbani, hawana shida yoyote, lakini sisi tunasema tunataka uchaguzi kwa haraka uwezekanavyo.
Telling Chebukati, this country is bigger than your interest. Na sisi tunasema kama wakazi wa Mombasa tuko tayari kupiga kura.
Mombasa County has attracted 7 candidates and most of them have registered their displeasure on Chebukati's move.
Wave of anxiety, muna create gossip and innuendos. I think Mombasa needs to get over and done with the elections.
So I'm still having a shock. And I'm already consulted my lawyer. First, he has to know there is a cost for doing things. It cannot be cost for IEBC, but not the cost for other Kenya and get away with him. This is a criminal.
As things were boiling up in Mombasa, in Kakamega, leaders claimed that they were being punished for supporting Azimio la Umoja. They took to the streets to make their voice heard.
Tuna demand, we are ready for elections on 23rd. Jana tumekuwa na mkutano na county returning officer ambaye anaitwa Mr. Joseph Ayata. Akatuambia kila kitu iko sawa na yeye ndio county returning officer.
Similarly, they also filed for a petition insisting that just like any other Kenyans, the people of Kakamega also have a right to exercise their democratic right, which at the moment they claim has been deprived.
Na watu wa Kakamega tumekadhabika sana na kitendo cha Chebukati kwa sababu tunajua ni njama ya kuiba kura za Kakamega County.
Filed a case in the High Court in Kakamega, and particularly it's a petition that has been signed by him and me petitioning the IEBC to hold election as scheduled on 23rd.
Tobias Chanji, KTN News, Mombasa County.
Many thanks indeed, Tobias Chanji. I want just to shift gears right now and buckle down to some business a bit. And we know that there has been very good projection from the Ministry of Tourism so far, according